Welcome back to Cobb's Coliseum. Canada 2, Team USA 2, heading to the third period. The teams are on the ice. Bill, what can we expect here?
Well, I think Team Canada has to go back to some basic hockey, Rod. I saw symptoms early in that period that Team USA was going to take it away. Team Canada was losing the 2-on-2s in the corner. Their defense were starting to back in. They really feared the U.S. speed. So I think Team Canada has to go back to a more grinding game. That means when they get into the neutral zone, get it into the areas where they can really fight it out, the trenches, the corners, then work it to the front of the net and use that superiority that they have size-wise.
And they've quelled the crowd. Team USA has 2 goals in that second period, both by the Americans. Jeremy Roenick at 3:45 and Kevin Miller at 11:02. And with third period play-by-play, here's JD and Chevy.
Thank you, Rod. And what a third period it should be here as the Canada Cup is on the line for Team Canada. They can end it with a win tonight, and the Americans could force a third game on Wednesday if they can defeat Team Canada in this final period. Jeremy Roenick with a bruised jaw is available for duty. We will likely see him here in the final 20 minutes. Otto and Messier skate to center ice. Otto winning the faceoff. Cross to Gary Suter. Tied up at center ice, but carries on inside. Mullen in the corner. Sweeps it in front to the stick of Fleury. And Fleury quickly digging it out to Messier. Fleury catching up with him as Cotton takes the pass, shooting it across the goal crease. Shanahan now. Couldn't make the move past the American defender, and it's cleared to McInnes back at the blue line. Shot down the ice. That's an icing call against Canada.
Away from the puck is what comes very, very important now. Don, the Canadian club had a rush. They put the puck towards the open side of the goal, a cross-ice pass, but Chelios backs up and picks up his check. You'll see here, Fleury drives to the net. There's Chelios taking a stick, and as the puck is moved across, he could not get to it. Chris Chelios has had an outstanding tournament for Team USA. Roenick back on the ice now. He missed the last 6 or 7 minutes of that second period.
He got the first goal. Miller got the second to tie it up at 11:02 of the second period. And that's where we are now in a 2-2 tie. Roenick against Eric Lindros. Lindros wins it for Graham to Desjardins. Now Portnoy. Brings it out at center ice off Lindros, trying to get around Weinrich. Hatcher has it, and he clears. Desjardins back to Portnoy. Lindros chopped it down to the blue line and left it there. Roenick against Desjardins going in, circles, sweeps it in front, and Ranford makes the stop.
That shot by Roenick, with a backhand at least, went off the glove of Bill Ranford, and he was able to hang on. Roenick, as we mentioned earlier, is only 170 pounds, but he plays bigger and he's always in motion. There you'll see him move in, one-on-one with Desjardins, changing speed to the outside. No play, so he puts it towards the goal net and forced Ranford from a bad angle to make the save. Both teams here, I think, will be very careful in player selection, and the coaches, especially Mike Keenan, he'll shorten his bench as short as he has to get his best players on the ice.
United States with that potent line of Olczyk, LaFontaine, and Hull. Suter and Chelios back on the defense. Sutter wins the face-off to Murphy. And it's slid down the ice. Richter will stop it at the line and leave it there for Suter. He takes a check in behind. Play going right on. Check came from Rick Tocchet. Chelios now on the far side. Hull, center ice, can't catch up with it. Murphy sweeps it away to Sutter. This is Olczyk for Suter. And off the boards, Murphy has it at center ice for Canada. LaFontaine is forechecking. Chelios can't control the bouncing puck. Tocchet sweeps in with Robitaille. Oh, and Robitaille with a great scoring chance. Off balance as he shot wide.
Luc Robitaille has not been able to finish in this tournament. Another glorious opportunity.
Now the Americans will change. Howard Chuck works it inside the blue line against Suter. And it hops over the boards. There will be a face-off. Still 2-2. This is the Labatt Canada Cup on CTV.
Take a look at Rick Tocchet moving in, setting up the 2-on-1, and it's simply a missed shot here by Robitaille. He's a goal scorer, and he has had trouble finishing in this tournament. Brett Hull, who I think has been a little better this game than in previous games, upset as he gets to the bench. He's competitive and not having success himself as far as scoring goes.
Craig Janney on the draw against Haracek. McInnes gets it, fakes the shot, now lets it go, and it sails wide and off the backboards.
Oh, baby. You want to get in front of that one, Don?
No, thank you. It's painful just listening to it. McInnes, Haracek. Larmer at the blue line, squeezes it inside. Johnson being watched by Corson, almost won the puck. Haracek forechecking. He comes up with it. Here's the pass, but Shanahan couldn't get there in time. McInnes back on the point. Sweeps it in behind. Corson far side. Back to McInnes. He shoots. That was directed wide by Christian Stick. Canada putting some pressure on. First time in a long while in the Team USA zone. Haracek works the center it out. Corson in behind can't get to it. Janney does for the U.S. 3 minutes gone in the final period. This is Craig Janney at the blue line. His pass is intercepted, and they clear the zone. It'll be called icing now. There'll be a face-off in the Team Canada end of the ice. 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the period. This is the Labatt Canada Cup on CTV. Canada 2, the United States 2. In the third period, 3:10 in.
Team Canada using 4 lines, 6 defensemen. Team USA using 4 lines, 5 defensemen. Wallana not seeing much ice time here in the third period.
And the puck is lost from sight, so they will have another face-off in there.
Majority of play now becomes one-on-one plays, especially if Canada finds themselves with a lot of forechecking. Tim Taylor's club has to be very disciplined in knowing who is to take who. Keenan makes a move here. He takes Fleury off and puts Lindros on. I suppose for the size difference, plus if Messier gets thrown out of the face-off, I guess he wants Lindros to take the draw.
Face-off against Otto. U.S. keeping it in. Over to Suter. Left point. Shooting wide. All the way back to center ice. Shanahan got tied up by Doug Brown. He couldn't get to the puck in time. U.S. brings it out easily. Bouncing into the Canadian corner. Brown in there looking for it. It comes around to Mullen. Mullen couldn't get the pass he wanted. 2-on-2. Back they come with Messier. Dropping it off. Here is the shot. That sails wide. Shanahan missing the mark.
Canada's had 2 great scoring chances in the first 4 minutes. Both times they missed the net. Shanahan and earlier Robitaille.
Now a quick pass from Lindros back to Messier. Lindros going in. His shot was blocked by Hatcher. Modano now as the Americans look for the fast break with Granato inside the line. Still loose in there. Sweeping at it is Granato. Came off the forehead of Bill Ranford. Off on the mask. Murphy drops it off in the corner for Corto. Fleury in front, can't get there in time. Now Modano with Roenick. Granato takes the left wing pass. Back to Roenick, shooting it through. Can't get it to him. Roenick to the side of the net. Granato plays it across to the other corner. U.S. putting some pressure on now. Almost 5 minutes into the period. Still tied at 2. Here's Corto. Fleury. Canada changing in behind the play, which rolls to the U.S. corner. Richter endeavors to clear. He does pass Corto. Quick shot by Fleury, and Richter to the side of the goal will hang on to that. 2-2 is your score. This is the Labatt Canada Cup on CTV. Oh, could Team Canada use this man right about now? This 2-2 situation just past 5 minutes of the final period. Wayne Gretzky sidelined for the balance of the tournament, however. Sutter on the face-off against LaFontaine in the USO. Tocchet and Robitaille are out there. Coffey and McInnes are back on the defense. LaFontaine, Olczyk, and Hull up front for the United States. Gauthier now drops the puck. Comes back to Coffey. He shoots. That's directed wide, and Richter jumps on that rebound in a hurry.
Don, as soon as Brent Sutter won the draw, everybody flooded to the front of Mike Richter as they waited for the point shot. Sutter is one of the best in the racket at winning draws. The linesman makes sure that he puts his stick down first because he's the attacker. The puck goes back. Now watch everybody flood to the front. Sutter takes 2 men to provide the screen, but the shot ended up going wide. Mike Richter moves away out for point shots. We talk about face-offs a lot. There's been a lot of shots in this game off of face-offs.
Sutter against Otto. Johnson. And the Americans win a very big face-off right there. Al McInnes slides it to the blue line. Now Sutter with it. Robitaille and Tocchet join him, and a quick shot turned aside by Richter. Olczyk clears the zone for the Americans. 5.5 minutes in to the final period. Coffey against Hatcher. For Tocchet. Back to Coffey. Walks in front. Shoots. Rebound. Bangs away, and Richter hangs on.
Mike Richter knew that Paul Coffey was going to get himself a scoring chance. Richter used his goal stick for the initial shot and then kept his balance for the second shot. These people are loving it as Paul Coffey puts on a bit of a show. You see here, Coffey thinks offense. He avoids a check, but he'll get the puck back. Now, as both defensemen for the American club are on the wrong side. 2 shots. Robitaille waits, but Mike Richter hangs on. Both Hatcher and Johnson ended up behind the net on the far side. And Coffey had his chances. Tried to delay to take the crowd out of it, but it didn't work. These people are still going.
Non-stop. Otto beats Lindros on the draw. Suter. Lindros firing it, intercepted by Chelios. The Americans come to center ice. Chelios, the long shot is off target. Smith flipping it ahead on the far side. Kept in by Chelios. A bouncing puck in behind the goal. Miller tried to center it out. Now it's cleared down the ice by Canada. Left wing pass comes over to Christian. Inside the line. Drops it off on the right side for Miller. He can't get to it. Team Canada will bring it back up the ice now. 3-on-2 in they come. Shoveled ahead for Lindros. He couldn't get to it. Weinrich was defending there. Now Scott Stevens. Leaves it at center ice. Hatcher. Murphy to Lindros. About 7 minutes gone. Third period. Shanahan. Lindros sweeps around Hatcher. Lindros does it in front. Oh, and a great chance there. And a marvelous save by Richter off Shanahan.
Canada carrying the play. Shanahan drove to the net, and Lindros showed us another level of speed. He's shown us a lot of speed, and he sets it up, and Mike Richter with a marvelous save. Lindros turns it on to the outside. Look in front. Shanahan sets up the target, But it's well read by Mike Richter, a stunning save.
Superb goaltending at either end of the Cops Coliseum tonight.